What numbers do you like? I'm fond of 4 because I was born on the 4th. Most Chinese people might say they like 8, as it signifies prosperity. But today, our focus is on the number 7, and it's not just because it's considered lucky. It's because 7 is often dubbed the magic number. Why is 7 considered a magical number among many others? Before we delve into that, try to remember all the numbers I'm about to present to you. Can you recall them all? If not, it's natural. I just gave you a total of 16 numbers. Quite a lot to remember quickly. So how many numbers can people generally remember? According to George A. Miller, a pioneer in cognitive psychology, it's about 7, give or take. He suggested that our short-term memory can hold between 5 to 9 before they're processed into long-term memory. The magical number 7 rule can be found in various aspects of our daily lives. Take phone numbers, for example. Excluding area codes, most phone numbers consist of 7 to 9 digits, making them easy to remember. Postal codes also follow this pattern, usually containing 5 to 9 digits, aligning perfectly with the magical number range. Some even attribute the success of Tetris to the number 7, as there are 7 Tetris blocks. That's the power of 7. But does this principle apply only to numbers? Not necessarily. Information can be chunked, meaning several pieces of information are grouped together into one chunk. Let's revisit the numbers I presented earlier. Now, let's chunk them like this. Each pair sums up to 9. Additionally, the sequence from the first number incremented by 3 creates the pattern 1, 4, 7, 0, 3, 6, 9, 2, making it easier to remember. So from 16 individual digits, we now have 8 chunks of information with a pattern, making it much easier to recall. By utilizing chunks, we can remember more information. Applying this to studying, you can group difficult-to-remember content into manageable chunks, making it easier to memorize. When teaching students, bundling concepts into chunks can help them remember more effectively. What about applying this principle to marketing? We often want to convey as much information to customers as possible, but it's essential to limit the information to 5 to 9 chunks. If the content is lengthy, chunk it together to make it easier for customers to remember. However, there are counter-arguments against the magic number 7. Some argue that the time it takes to read information is more critical than the quantity. The time for pronunciation is approximately 2 seconds, suggesting that the amount of information that can be pronounced in 2 seconds is what remains in short-term memory. Another counter-argument presents research suggesting that 4 chunks may be more effective than 7. Both the magic number 7 and its counter-arguments emphasize one thing: the importance of presenting a suitable amount of information or chunks for memory retention. Whether it's numbers like 7, 4, or a 2-second time frame, your ability to reduce the amount of information shines light on your message.